few American flags around. There are some American fans in the building. Tatsunori Otsuka, 22-year-old from the Panasonic Panthers, will be getting the first serve away any second now. Last game of the week in Tokyo. Japan taking on the USA. Christensen. Averill blocked out of it. And Japan score behind serve to start their game. That's a great way to start. The new man, Larry, is delighted. Larry Ikebare Dan. Replacing Kentaro Takahashi, who's injured after yesterday. Second serve for Japan in play. Christensen. Anderson can't kill it. Japan might go two in front, and they do. What a start for the host nation. Their fans are in raptures. Great start for Tatsunori Otsuka. First time he's been in the starting six. 2 points behind his serve, the number 5. Control here for the Americans. And that's out of play, despite the big chase from Shoma Tomita. USA off the mark. Taylor Averill plays his pro ball in Poland. We'll get the first American serve away here from right to left in red, the Americans. Japan in their first choice of all black. Down onto the floor. Averill coming forward, unable to get underneath it. The Japanese players run in circles to celebrate. Kento Miyaura with the touch here, high above the net. Larry's first serve of the week for him, the new man. Called up following the injury suffered by the number 10, Kentaro Takahashi. Yeshiki, high above the net and thumping that one home for a winner. He plays for the Panasonic Panthers as well these days, Thomas Yeshiki. 3-2. In favour of Japan. Anderson serve. At the side. He's got a cross here. Fired away. Great defence at the back. Oh, what a pick-up from Shoji. Unbelievable diving dig from Eric Shoji. But it's Japan who have the point. What a dig that was. Diving away to his right. But I think the ball from Anderson struck the antenna. Japan 4-2 in front. Over the top. And that's out of play. No start for Masahiro Sakita, who's been the first choice setter for Japan. Ryo Yamamoto, the number 29, who has had some game time this week, takes up the playmaking duties for the home side. And Garrett Mwago-Tutia is on the starting six tonight for the USA. Has had some good time when he's been brought on as a specialist serving substitution at times, but his first effort tonight goes long. There's the 51-year-old US coach John Spiror. Shoma Tomita. Limited game time for him this week. Will be keen to show what he's got. Oh, fired away with real energy there by Taylor Averill. Christensen set. In fact, it was David Smith, I beg his pardon, not Averill, who got on the end of this one. David Smith, oldest man on the US roster at 38. US serve. Yamamoto teed up Yamauchi alongside him, but he missed the target and the USA draw level. Tricky start for Akihiro Yamauchi, the number 6 for Japan. Yuki Ishikawa, Ran Takahashi, Masahiro Sakita, all watching from the sidelines at the start of this game. Smith gifts one back to Japan. Yamauchi's serve. Christensen having to play a set off his wrist. Yeshiki is blocked out. First block of the game goes to Otsuka. Yeah, Otsuka's left wrist doing the damage. Three-man block. Quite a wall to fire through. 7-5. So that's come straight back to Japan's side of the court. Oh, but they were watching and not acting. Shoma Tomita had a chance, probably the best chance from the back of the court to get under that one, but it was beyond their reach. And Micah Christensen rotates round to serve for the USA now. Lively looking point. And it's Japan's point. Tomohiro Ogawa is the libero for Japan to start this game. Throughout the week, it's ordinarily been Tomohiro Yamamoto, but he's a spectator tonight, and Ogawa is the man in the white shirt. Side out, Yeshiki will serve. Thomas Yeshiki, part of the group that won bronze for USA in Rio in 2016. They've got a chance to go for gold in Paris now. The Americans with a good Olympic record. Champions in 84, 88, 2008. Bronze medalist twice, 92 Barcelona, Rio 2016. That's a good looking serve. Shoji did well to pick it up. Great work from the libero over the top. Yeah, that was watched and read and dealt with by Matt Anderson. He's too wise to let those go past him. Anderson has been one of the standout players of the week here in Tokyo. And as usual, not a hair out of place. Taylor Averill with the next serve for the United States. Just misses the target. Nervous moments there for the Japanese players as they let that one sail past, but it was wide. Yeah, good shot. Big hit from Matt Anderson. Back set from Christensen. Anderson knew it was coming and was on his way. Big takeoff. Didn't have to take off behind the line because he's a frontline player, but he's rotated round to serve now. Matt Anderson, 36-year-old, sends the serve in. Picked up. Here's the set. Left-handed, unable to find a way through. Far side, blocked. It's pinging around. It'll be crossed here. Oh, and into space and away, and the USA are level. So the early lead that Japan opened up has been dealt with. 10-10 in the opening set here. Anderson for the second time. That's going to come back to the Reds, and they finish it with real energy from David Smith. Japan don't like this. They've called a timeout. Smith, all he had to do was climb and spike.
They make wrongs, they make tips, they go. So we have to control all this one. After, when you play with Tomita, transition, we need to set long. Because his best fight is live. So give him the possibility to take shot. He's broke out. Okay?
助走がちょこちょこやってくるから腕引くのいいけどそれ後ろ分かっといてよ。オッケー。それでしっかりしてください。
Back they come. Early lead dealt with by the United States of America. An unfamiliar looking Japanese starting six in the final game of the week. The main job has been done. Qualification for the Olympics guaranteed. And there's Yuji Nishida keeping himself warm. The crowd will hope to see him and Ran Takahashi and Yuki Ishikawa on the court at some stage. Anderson misses his third serve, goes long, and it's 11-all in the first. Well left. Kento Miyaura returns the compliment after Anderson's loose serve. He sends one long. He plays his pro volleyball in Paris, so he'll be happy to be spending the summer in familiar surroundings next year at the Olympics. 12-11. Ryu with the set. Back set. Fired away by the big left-handed Miyaura, but the reception from the USA goes wide. Shoji's dig just sent out of court. Kento Miyaura providing the left-handed power this evening. It's usually been Yuji Nishida, the lefty, with the big spike. David Smith ready to serve 13-12. Smith off the net. Ryu with the set. They'll regroup. Ryu again. Oh, wild and loose from Tatsunori Otsuka. The number 5 on the left flank. Hit that way too hard. Never gave it a chance. And for the first time in the game, the Americans, unbeaten this week, have a 2-point lead over Japan. Smith, second time of asking. Good looking serve. Ryu having to travel to make contact. It'll be dealt with. Who's going to take the hit? Averill has it. It's all USA right now, showing plenty of class. Smith, Christensen, Averill. Another timeout for Japan. They're in trouble here.
Make a good communication. He should normally receive a lot. Okay? And you can bring this one. Okay? Allez, go. Kento, you need to serve. You have to go. Forward 4. Also diagonal, yes. But manage it. Hey, pass position, guys. Quick fight. Many. You remember. Allez.
Philippe Blanc is French. He does his team talks in English, and then those who don't understand get a translation. 15-12, the USA lead. Smith will serve again. 2 points behind the Smith serve, lining up for a third now. Will the timeout they've just taken help Japan? Ryu with the signal to his back line. Here's Smith's serve after the timeout, puts it into play. Ryu, that's nicely done, but another good block. It's all a bit too straightforward at the moment for the Americans. After a lively start from Japan, the Americans are now 4 clear. And it's all gone a little quiet around the arena because it's been a while since Japan scored a point. Smith's serve. Ryu, they have to side out here, and that's good enough. Tatsunori Otsuka on the end of it. The 22-year-old Otsuka. 16-13. That's the set from Christensen. Oh yeah, wide open spaces there. Great reactions from Tom Yeshke. He spotted the gap. Yeshke's fingertip finish frustrates Otsuka. 17-13. USA in full control of this opening set. Another good block. Japan regroup, recycle the ball on the far side and score. Big hit from Otsuka that time. On we go. Good dig from Shoji. The USA couldn't kill the point. Backcourt attack for Japan. And they get the point. Closing the gap to 2 now. 104 kilometers per hour. Right onto the line. Struck well by Shoma Tomita. Averill sends it forward. A bit too much on that from Taylor Averill. Japan with a chance to attack. Shoji, Averill. It'll have to cross here. Comes in from Christensen. Advantage Japan, and they score again. Just one behind now. Will there be a timeout for the Americans after their 4-point lead has been reduced to a single point? Yeah, they've taken the timeout. John Spurrier needs a word with his men.
Let them do the work, okay? You're trying too hard. No excuses. Get straight over early wherever you're at, every single time, okay? All right. All right.
Let's go, boys. Hey, AC, side out. Side out, side out. Come on, boys.
Micah Christensen, top setter in the Olympic qualifying tournament. No sign of Maxwell Holtz or TJ DeFalco or Jeff Jendrick. They've all been rested. Aaron Russell as well, watching from the sidelines. USA ahead by 1. The serve from Japan, 16-17. Christensen. Oh, what a finish that was from Anderson. Brute force to kill this spike from Matt Anderson. 104 kilometers per hour. Right between Tomita and Ogawa. Ogawa underneath that one. That's well played by Shoji in the right place. Oh, and they've let that go. It sort of ricocheted around, making life difficult for the Japan backline. The Americans have done well after their timeout. They've won 2 points since they came back onto court to restore a 3-point cushion. Next serving from Yeshki. Yeah, well played. Squeezed it past the blocker and away for a winner. 2 points behind now, and it was the dummy spike from Larry. Otsuka with the real thing. Larry Ikebale-Dan, the new man in the Japanese lineup following the injury suffered by Kentaro Takahashi. Out. Garrett Nwagatutia claiming that point. USA edging closer to securing this first set. Nwagatutia up the line for a winner. Christensen directing operations for the Americans. Averill's serve. He's got himself an ace. Taylor Averill. That is first ace of the game. Taylor Averill takes the USA to 21, 25 required. Another decent looking serve in. Japan have set across the entire width of the net. Christensen. Oh, what a move that was from Micah Christensen. Spinning and spiraling with the set. This was sensational. Watch Christensen here. Absolutely fantastic. How did he do that? That was magic from Micah Christensen. And Matt Anderson unloaded sidewinder spike from Anderson. Glorious volleyball from the Americans. Averill looking for another ace. It'll have to be pushed forward by Ogawa. It's come straight back to the USA side of the court, and that was simple. Now into the second set, because this first set I think has got away from Japan. Will Japan reinforce? Will we see Nishida? Will we see Sekita, Takahashi, Ran Takahashi, and possibly Ishikawa coming on? Or will they stick with the starting players? They've reduced the deficit, but still behind by 5 points. The American bench looking pretty content with the way things have unfolded here. Left-handed hit from Kento Miyaura. Now, there's a buzz around the arena, because just as I was suggesting that they might reinforce, they've done it early and brought on Ran Takahashi, the big superstar of Japanese volleyball. Larry's gone off, Ran is on. Let's see what Ran can do with his first involvement in this game. Down it goes, David Smith. And it's set point USA. TJ DeFalco high-fiving one of his teammates. 6-point lead for the USA. And they're about to secure the first set one way or the other. Can't see that Japan will battle back from here. 18-24. Ran staying on. Set point USA. Anderson will serve. Cool as you like, Matt Anderson. Missed with the serve. Set point saved. One of them anyway. Plenty more to come here. 19-24. And another roar of approval as Yuki Ishikawa makes his debut tonight. Captain plays in Milan. Multiple set points still for the Americans. Can they wrap it up here? That will do. 25 points to 19 in the opening set for the United States of America, despite late changes for Japan, bringing on two of their superstars. The Americans were just too good in the first set, and I wonder if we'll see a different lineup for Japan for the second. Great start for the USA, overpowering the host nation with a dominant display. And it's all a little quiet around the arena. This has been the hot ticket chance to watch Japan face the USA, but so far it hasn't gone according to plan for the host nation, who have been comprehensively outplayed throughout that first set. Despite making a good start, the United States of America take the opener by 25 points to Japan's 19. One ace, that came from Taylor Averill, the only ace of the game. A couple of blocks for each side. USA take the opening set in this final Olympic qualifying tournament game at the Yoyogi National Stadium. Well, we started last Saturday. USA defeated Egypt 3-0. Japan had a match point, ultimately taken to 5 by Finland. They won it 3-2. On Sunday, Japan suffered that unforgettable defeat at the hands of Egypt. Again, they were 2-0 up, and then Egypt fought back to win it 3-2, one of the biggest wins in Egypt's volleyball history. The USA, meanwhile, cruised past Finland 3-0. Then there was a break on Monday. Tuesday, USA took care of Turkey 3-1. Japan overcame Tunisia 3-0. On Wednesday, USA and Japan both winning 3-0. USA over Tunisia, Japan over Turkey. And then on Friday, that was when things really started to happen. Japan overcame Serbia 3-0. The USA dropped a set against Slovenia, winning it 3-1. Saturday, qualification was confirmed as the United States of America beat Serbia 3-0, and Japan, who had to beat Slovenia by the same scoreline 3-0, did so to guarantee their Olympic qualification, where there were scenes of great celebration. So far today, we had Finland beating Egypt 3-2, Turkey over Tunisia 3-0, Slovenia 3-0 over Serbia. And this is the final match of the week. Week and a bit of action here at the Yoyogi National Stadium. You watch it on VBTV with all the Olympic qualifying tournaments available for you, plus the Beach Volleyball World Championships underway, and the Italian League gets going as well. So much choice across the VBTV platform. Tunisia did win a couple of sets ultimately. They lost 3-2 to Egypt on Friday. I was just looking at Tunisia's record. Managed to take Egypt to 5. All their other games were 3-0 losses. Tunisia bottom of the table. These two teams top. USA top, Japan second. First and second equals Olympic qualification. Paris 2024. Mike Amar looks like he's getting a chance to show his form at the start of the second set. He will be the replacement setter, taking over, at least for now, from Micah Christensen. And Kyle Ensing is getting a run out as well. The number 5 for the USA plays his volleyball in Saint-Nazaire in France. For Japan, they haven't kept Ran or Yuki Ishikawa on the court. The Americans are mixing things up, having taken the first set 25-19. They will serve first at the start of the second. Yamauchi gives way to Tomohiro Ogawa. Taylor Averill's had a good start. The only ace of that opening set. Larry has had limited game time, but he's starting the second set. The new man into the squad after the injury replacement. And we are ready for action. USA hitting from left to right in all red. Leading by 1-0. Averill with the first serve. Ryu over the top, underneath it. Mike Amar, first set is successful. Mike Amar lifts it up and it's put away. And the USA score behind serve in the first point of the second set. Mike Amar teeing up Tom Yeshki. Larry got a hand to the ball, but not enough to keep it on the USA side of the court. Yeshki finds the fence this time. I think I said it was Taylor Averill with the first serve, but of course it wasn't. It was Tom Yeshki, my apologies. Side out Japan. Off the mark in the second. Larry with the serve. Mike Amar. Block goes wide. Easy finish really for Garrett Moaga-Tutia. Took a sort of swing at the ball, hopefully, and the block pinged it out. USA rotate round. And now it will be Taylor Averill serving for the United States of America. A set up, took the first 25-19. Averill lining up for his first serve of this second set. Blocked. Beautiful blocking from Garrett Moaga-Tutia. He loved that. TJ DeFalco offers his congratulations as well. Moaga-Tutia with the monster block. (3-1) the USA lead, and by 1-0. Averill for the second time. Ogawa did well to pick it up. Oh, it's still alive here. Ma's set went across to the Japanese side of the court. Japan will recycle and try and rebuild the point into space. Averill comes forward. Ma, far side. Great pickup again from Ogawa. What a point. It's Japan's point. Final hit from Tatsunori Otsuka. And he gave that everything, Otsuka. Side out, 2-3. Well left. Well, they're claiming the ball was touched before it flew long. No dice though. 4-2. Kyle Ensing's serve, and he was trying to get behind that one, but it was put away easily enough by Kento Miyaura. Miyaura's left hand on the angle, off the elbow of Kyle Ensing. Ma. Oh, great combination. Ma and Moaga Tutia. Micah Ma's had a good start to his spell as setter for the United States of America. Teeing up Garrett Moaga Tutia with precision there, and it will be Moaga Tutia's turn to serve now. 5-3 the USA lead. Moaga Tutia making life tough for Japan here, and they found a way through. Good finish. Kento Miyaura, the lefty. Ryu's back set, Miyaura. Nice finish. Akihiro Yamauchi would like to forget that serve. Hit the middle of the net. Crowd doing their best to lift the Japan side. Great looking serve that was. Goodness me, from David Smith. It's come straight back to Japan's side of the court. It'll have to cross here. Backcourt attack. Ensing tried to lift it over the block. Japan read it. Blocked out or just wide. Just wide. Relief for the Japanese fans. Big hit from Kento Miyaura. The ball from the block went the wrong side of the line as far as the Americans were concerned, but Japan are within striking distance now, just one behind. Ryu Yamamoto with the foul serve. Micah Ma, his opposite number, setter for the USA in this second set with the serve. Ryu, back set, over the top. Wonderful work from D'Agostino, who's on in the libero role for the USA. Hasn't had much game time. He was called upon for a brave pickup there, and he was equal to it. Look at that from D'Agostino. Kyle D'Agostino down and under the ball. 8-5 is the scoreline. That could be changed, though. There's suggestion of a block touch. And Philippe Blatt has gone upstairs to the video analysis. Was there a finger on this? No, there wasn't. It was just a straightforward miss from Kento Miyaura. And the three-point lead remains for the USA. 8-5, leading by 1-0. Took the first 25-19, lead 8-5 in the second. And Micah Ma will serve again. Ryu. Larry makes a big contribution there. Larry Ikebade-Dan, 23-year-old, 195 centimetres above the court. Big finish from Larry there. 6-8. Yeshki having to improvise. Ball scrambled over and blocked. Kyle Ensing. Monster block from Ensing. Look how he closed ranks with Averill. Impenetrable. USA 9, Japan 6. Yeshki's serve. Ryu. Oh, they've messed that up. Advantage USA here. Ensing. Second opportunity for Japan. The block is wide of the line. Japan let off rather in that point. Their first possession was messy. They got the ball back and dealt with it. 7-9. Larry Ikebade-Dan ready to serve. Still 2 points behind. First set to the USA, 25-19. Larry served. That's going to go right on the net. Micah Ma somehow keeps the point alive and tees up Kyle Ensing. Oh, goodness me. His hands were millimetres from touching the net. Ensing. Kyle Ensing, big hit from him. USA into double figures. Taylor Averill. Good looking serve. Ryu. Interception from Taylor Averill. Now he's become the setter. Back of court. Japan regroup. Oh, well played. That was tasty. Katsunori Otsuka had the pick up at the back of court and then headed forward with a flying spike at 108 kilometers per hour. Ma. Averill couldn't put that away. Ensing, I beg your pardon. Ensing might get another chance. D'Agostino becomes the setter, and that's finished off by Garrett Mwagatutia. Well played, Kyle D'Agostino. Liberos like a little setting task from time to time. There's his opposite number, Tomohiro Ogawa, 27-year-old. Tomohiro Yamamoto has been the first choice libero throughout the week, but Ogawa is in action tonight. Ryu teeing up Otsuka. I beg your pardon, Yamauchi. Akihiro Yamauchi was on the end of that one. Chance here for Japan to get within one. Ensing, Ma, Ensing again. Here comes Japan. They've missed the target, but there was a block touch on it. And it's Japan's point. They are one behind. Kento Miyaura's left hand doing the damage. This is where it came off the thumb of Mwagatutia. Oh, D'Agostino diving. Japan unable to defend. The heat of that hit was immense. And the 2-point lead is restored. Garrett Mwagatutia with the serving now for the USA. Didn't get his ball toss quite right there and had to sort of improvise a bit with the serve. Japan side out. Yamauchi. D'Agostino. Ma. Flying spike from Kyle Ensing. Ensing showing that he's got plenty to offer this American side. He's done really well whenever he's come on during the week. Ensing has been excellent. Fires that one between the blocker and the antenna. Ryu. Hensing underneath it. Muaga sends it forward. Oh, flying pickup. And net touch called, I think, against Yeshki. Yeshki here. Yeah, on his way down. Japan within 1, 12-13. An ace could make the difference. Yet to hit an ace in the game. Lifted up. Chance here from the lefty. Can't penetrate. Ryu again. And this time they make it happen with Tatsunori Otsuka. All square at 13-all. Japan battling their way back into contention. John Spiro looks slightly concerned. Hasn't called a timeout yet, though, in this second set. Oh, too good. Massive hit. Muaga came steaming in on the diagonal, right into the corner with this spike. Great work from Garrett Muaga. 14-13. Mars serve. D'Agostino couldn't keep that one going, so Japan side out again. Ryu, lovely back set. Otsuka backing it up. Otsuka serving now. D'Agostino, Ma. Averill still in play. Wonderful defense from Japan as the Americans try their offense again. Good opportunity. Japan lead for the first time in this second set. 15-14 in front. Shoma Tomita. That's woken up the fans in the Yoyogi National Stadium now. Long, not by much, but Otsuka misses with his serve. And we've got a tennis score, 15-all. Had a 30-all the other day. Averill. Averill penalised. Double contact. In fact, it was Yeshki, not Averill. Yeshki called for double contact. Japan in front again. Garrett Muaga having a little word with Yu Yang, our first referee. Yeshki, Ma. Great defense again from Japan. Can they attack? Oh no, caught too thick. That was a chance for Tomita. Couldn't get any downward direction on the ball and it sailed out the back. (16-all), second set. Japan trailing by 1-0. Ma's done a really good job. Started this second set with the serving duties and he's done really good things so far. His block picked up by Ogawa. Goodness me, how did he get down for that one? Here's Ma again. Oh, what a hit from Yeshki. Explosive play from the Americans. Turning a difficult situation into a point winner. Yeshki. Brilliant. 111 kilometers per hour. Timeout taken by Japan.
when you guys do like this, it's for opposite. And opposite, you don't score. It's not good. We will go to defense. So when you have to work or fight, let's watch that for position. Okay? Ready for this.
USA ahead by 1, 17-16, and by 1 set to 0. You're watching VBTV, the final match of the week here at the Japanese leg, Pool B of the Olympic qualifying tournament. Both these teams have qualified for Paris 2024. USA unbeaten, top of the group. Japan with that extraordinary loss to Egypt, but they beat Slovenia 3-0 to ensure they qualify for the games. Averill serve. Slower ball this time from Averill. That's well worked. Keeping it straight forward. Akihiro Yamauchi provided the accuracy and pace to win the point after they called their timeout to go all square. Ishikawa's on, hence the roar around the arena. Yuki Ishikawa hoping to provide some firepower for Japan here. Mars set. Oh, Ogawa underneath it. Ishikawa sends it back into play. Oh, goodness me. It's going to work out. Agostino has to cross it. Wonderful work from Kyle Agostino to keep the point alive here. Block is wide. Japan get the point. And they were saved by the brilliant work from Yuki Ishikawa, who scurried to the side and somehow kept the point going. USA have called a timeout. Let's listen in to see what John Spiror has to say.
When you think in the next ball, okay? GOWG for attacking position 1 is good option. And after, when the ball is not perfect, little medium ball, the outside hitter, we need waiting little more in block. We jumping ball and working every time in the hand. Waiting, enter pass, okay? GWG, side down.
Well, the assistant coach giving the team talk there, not John Spiror. Different perspective on the game. Crowd are enjoying this. Late in the second set, Japan are ahead. David Smith is on for the Americans. They've got work to do if they want a 2-0 lead. Japan lead by a single point. And make that 2. They've got a winner, an ace from Kento Miyaura. Onto the floor. Yeshiki could do nothing about it. Kento Miyaura's left hand doing some serious damage. 19-17. Japan have a 2-point lead for the first time since the start of the first set. Miyaura can't get a second. Ma. Well played by Kyle Ensign. Plenty more changes. Sakita's on for the first time. He has been quite sensational. And listen to the roar. He's enjoying the attention here. Masahiro Sakita gets his first taste of action tonight. Here's Sakita straight into the thick of it. And he tees up Ishikawa quite beautifully. Japan have a 2-point lead in the second set. Ishikawa's spike at 109 kilometers per hour. Ma. Ogawa. Ishikawa. Ishikawa's earned another one for Japan. Gran Takahashi dancing to the tune of Japanese success here. Ishikawa, they're chanting his name, one of the big stars Yuki Ishikawa has made an immediate impact.
One side out. Hey, we create 9 possibilities to counter-attack. When we touch the ball now, we touch. Hey, we need to wait a little more and play. Hey, with number 14. Yeah, perfect and flat. We play close, medium pass, we play open, okay? Folks?
Look for Ishikawa here, huh? Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, slide on that ball.
More to come. 3 clear here, Japan. They've got 1 foot over the finish line in this second set. The Americans claw one back, move within 2. John Spirall looks on passively. Gawa with a good dig. And this man's involved again. Yuki Ishikawa has made all the difference since he came on. And Ran's on as well. Listen to the roar for Ran. The 2 big stars of Japanese volleyball into the fray here. 22-19 they lead in the second set. Looking like they will go 1-1 shortly. Ran will serve. Good looking serve. Ma over the top. Yeski tried to be a bit cute with that one. It's fired home in the end by Ma. Maika Ma climbing all over that one. Yeski's first attempt failed. Ma putting extra energy into the hit. 2 behind. Japan closing in on the second set now. Sekita teeing up Lowry. 23-20, side out Japan. Sekita's off. Brief appearance for him. Ishikawa's serve finds the net. And Ryu Yamamoto comes on to make the playmaker role as Yuki Ishikawa gets a break. Next to serve for the USA will be the setter, Maika Ma. They need a block here, the Americans. They got one. Not decisive, though. However, it's their point. Ryu scrambling the ball away. The Americans have closed the gap. They are 1 down, 22-23. Another timeout taken by Philippe Blanc, the head coach of Japan. Back they come for what will be the final instalment of this second set. One way or the other, the Americans will serve. They are a point behind, 22-23. It'll be Maika Ma serving for the second time. USA won the first set, 25-19. Much tighter affair in the second. Ryu blocked. Oh, and wide, and it's set point Japan. 24-22. Set point for the host nation. Gawa's come off. Oh, and it's an ace to wrap it up. Fabulous finish from Tatsunori Otsuka. He gets the ace. Japan get the second set. It's 1-1 here at the Yoyogi National Stadium in the final game of this Olympic qualifying tournament in Tokyo. The top two teams in Pool B are level. Well, that was a thriller, wasn't it? The ebb and flow of the scoreline was fascinating. This is how it ended. D'Agostino unable to guide the ball back into play to give Tatsunori Otsuka his first ace of the game. Japan take the second set, 25 points to 22. We've yet to see Yuji Nishida in action. He'll get, if he does come out onto court, he will get an incredible welcome because he has been sensational, particularly with his serving numbers, top scorer in the Olympic qualifying tournament rankings. Aces in total for Yuji Nishida. And the final instructions and deliberations between the players. Coach is stepping away now. Players coming back onto court for the start of set number 3. Exactly an hour since the match began. Mike Amar keeps his setting position for the USA. And Ryu Yamamoto will stay as the playmaker for Japan. David Smith's out onto court. Yeshiki and Averill also out into the action. Ishikawa is having a rest at the start, and Sakita is watching on as well. Japan starting left to right in all black, 1 set all. Ma flipped over. Ma back into position, flying from the back, Thomas Yeshiki, and Ryu unable to get underneath it. Jump set. Great pick up there from Ogawa. Averill serve. Ryu onto the left flank. Oh, great work at the back from Yeshiki to get underneath that. And the ball is blocked. Lively start to this third set already. Thomas Yeshiki, great save. Mwaga Tutia saw the ball ping back from the block and hit him in the chest. Good start to set 3. Yeah, that's what David Smith can do. Mighty spike from Smith. At the feet of Otsuka. Ensing serving. Ryu. No, not enough height on that one from Larry. Block wasn't required. Larry found the fence. Ensing for the second time. Kyle Ensing, 26 years old. Plays matches in the French league. Very nearly got himself an ace there. Ensing. Japan have tidied it up and steal the point. Shoma Tomita. Larry serve. Ma. Oh, and that was met quite brilliantly by Shoma Tomita. What a start he's had to this third set. Big block. Ensing saw it ping straight back and he couldn't do anything about it. Japan, you sense have a bit of momentum here. Philippe Blanc with his arms outstretched as he watched that block run successfully. Yeshki brings them in front again, 4-3. Garrett Mwagatutia serving. Ryu goes the entire width of the net with a set diving dig from Ensing, but it's Japan's point. Wonderful setting from Ryu. The whole width of the net used. And Shoma Tomita, who has had a brilliant start to this third set, gets another one. He's blocked, he's spiked, he's shown his softer side with some clever creativity. Oh, well hit by Tomaszewski that time. Americans with that physicality that's available to them. A lot of movement on that serve from Miyaura. Left to right movement, but it was received perfectly. Smith unable to reach the ball. They're going side out for side out in this third set. USA took the first 25-19. Japan bounced back to take the second 25-22. No gaps as yet in the scoreboard in set 3. Where's that going? Dealt with or went right back to Japan. They should score behind their serve. D'Agostino in the way. Yeshki. Another opportunity for Japan, but it's under the net and away. The Americans getting away with that one. USA leads 6 points to 5. 1 set all. Loose serve. Haven't seen many missed serves from the Americans. 91% of serves in that second set, compared to just 75% for the Japan side. But Micah Ma made a mess of that one, and it's a side out and a serve coming in from Yamauchi. Now, when they are that close and that short and sweet, Averill and Ma are a lethal combination here. Ma, Averill slams it home. Nice finish. Hatsunori Otsuka, the number 5, going away from the outstretched hands of Ensing and Averill. Too many of those in this match from Japan. Serving has not been at its best, with all the superstars lined up hoping to get some action. Nishida, Sekita, Ran Takahashi and Yuki Ishikawa, all spectators at the moment, as Averill heads off. be replaced by Kyle D'Agostino. He's coming on the number 10. Eric Shoji started the game. Kyle D'Agostino getting some volleyball action now. Too big. Bounced off the block and over the back. Otsuka just had to watch it land. David Smith with a big hit. Muscling that point for the USA. John Spurall, unemotional spectator at the moment. Yet to see a 2-point lead. Larry serve, next to go for Japan. Ensing can't put it away. Japan take the point. Two American players standing and staring, no one committing to the ball, no one taking responsibility. Down it went. Spurall looking a little less impressed now. Ma. Oh, that stayed on the USA side of the court. And just when I say we haven't had a 2-point lead, one appears. Japan ahead by 2, 11-9. Timeout taken by the Americans. John Spurall wants a word with his men. John Spurall singling out his setter for a chat there. Mike Amar getting some personal advice from the head coach. 5 blocks to 4. 2 aces to 1 so far in the game. Japan leading the third set by 11 points to 9. Larry serve. Here's Ma. Will they win the first point after their timeout? Well, that's a setter's dream, isn't it? Mike Ma, for the first time in the game, goes solo. Micah Christensen would have enjoyed that. Seen a few of those from him this week. Muagatutia's serve. Ryu. Shoma Tomita back in business. He's been their top scorer so far in this third set. Shoma Tomita with a juicy finish. 2-point lead restored, 12-10. Kento Miyara overdoing the serve. Smith serve. Ryu. Oh, down it went. There was half a chance for the Americans to get contact on the ball, but it stayed too low. Crowd doing their best here, and so far the team are responding. Shoma Tomita with the next serve for the host nation. Muagatutiya. The set from Ma, and a hit from Muagatutiya. He had 1 and 3, comes up short, and things are rather unraveling for the USA here in this third set. They are 14-11 down. Micah Christensen wondering if he'll get recalled. Tomita again, great looking serve. Averill, Ensing, deep in the court, can't do much from there. Ryu, advantage Japan, slammed home, 4 points in front, Dominant display now in set 3 from the Japanese team. And the fans are loving it.
Heads up. Listen. Hey, good target serving here right now, okay? We'll get some medium passes. Medium passes is this. So just 4 feet. Just be disciplined with your hands. We're reaching a lot. We're trying to do too much. Get straight over. Good system behind it. We'll get some scoring opportunities, okay? Be patient.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Go, boys.
Target serving was the call from John Spiror. And we'll see how that works out. But at the moment, they're going to have to receive because at the restart here, Japan are 4 points in front. Japan 15, USA 11. 1 set all. We're deep in the 3rd set here. Anderson and Christensen are spectators. The timeout's done the job. In so much as the Americans win the first point after their timeout, but they were gifted it rather by Shoma Tomita. A rare error from him. Micah Mars serve. Makes certain of it. Ryu. Backcourt attack. Steaming in Kento Miyara. The left-hander who's taken the role of Yuji Nishida today. And he's done well. Off the block and out. Just too hot to handle for the blockers. Japan stretch their lead again. 4 in front. Oh, that was heavy from Yeshki. Yeshki with the serve now. 30-year-old American, Thomas Yeshki. Plays pro volleyball in Japan. This hasn't gone well for Japan. Ball is still alive. Can they get the point? D'Agostino underneath it. It's gone right back to Japan. Simple finish. And they are loving it here now. This 3rd set has got away from the Americans. Thunderous noise around the Yoyogi National Stadium. Still waiting for the official numbers to come through about capacity. We had 6,000 in for the Slovenia-Serbia game. It was already well populated. You can imagine that it is near capacity now for this one as Japan move further clear. Katsunori Otsuka provides that point. Point number 18 in this 3rd set. Nakamura. Backcourt attack for the Americans. They've missed it. In fact, I think Thomas Yeshki was penalised for encroaching. We're going to get another look at this. No. 19-13. Japan 6 points clear. Matt Anderson smiling at the side. He would love to get back on and try and fix things, but Spiror happy to stick with what he's got at the moment with the replacement setter Micah Ma. 1 or 2 others who haven't had too much game time this week. The hard work has been done. Qualification has been achieved. They would love to keep their unbeaten record, of course. Joust going on there, and another one for Japan. They get to 20. (2014). Very one-sided now. Japan will almost certainly go on to win this 3rd set, and it'll be interesting to see how the Americans react. Do they try and go for a different lineup? Maybe we'll see TJ DeFalco for the first time. Perhaps Micah Christensen will resume the setting role. Matt Anderson and Aaron Russell might get some game time as well. USA 16, 20 and serving here. Ensign. Here's Ryu with the set. The block goes wide. Japan close in on set number 3. Left hand of Garrett Mwagatutia not quite strong enough to help Japan through, and Ryan Takahashi is on in the third set for the first time. Warm welcome for Ran. 21-16. If he hits an ace here, the place will erupt. Ryu going behind the back line. Over the top. D'Agostino gets in the way. Ma takes it on. And they've got the point. Micah Ma for the second time in this third set wins the point on 1. Double contact called against the Japanese players who were trying to scramble the ball back off the net here. Here's Ma. Yeah, 2 successive touches there called against Akihiro Yamauchi. (17-21) USA side out. Mwagatuitia's serve. D'Agostino does well. The Americans are starting to look more positive in this third set. They've got another one. The gap is shrinking. 18-21 now. Timeout taken by Japan. Let's see what Philippe Blanc has to say here.
Good job. Perfect set, huh? Very good. Allez, cool. Good communication.
And he's pretty happy by the sounds of it. Very good. Good communication. Good job. Just trying to slow things down. They are 4 points away from taking a 2-1 lead. This match deserves to be 5 sets, doesn't it, really? Less riding on it now, of course, with both teams having qualified for Paris. 2 games out there. Rio, then Tokyo, then Paris 2024. And here's Ryu. That block goes wide again. Big hit here from Shoma Tomita, who's had a really busy third set. I think Yuki Ishikawa's come on, hence the vibe around the arena. Ishikawa lining up. Oh, it's an ace. Beautifully struck by Kento Miyaura. His first ace of the game. Look at that. An absolute peach from Miyaura's left hand. Japan 2 away from making it 2-1. Can Miyaura take them all the way? Has the set. Did that miss? No, hit the target. Good enough from Garrett Mwagatutia. Sakita is on and will take up the setting duties probably for the remainder of this third set. David Smith with the serve. Sekita coming forward. Sekita involved again. Backcourt attack. Rand switches it. It's down. Beautifully done. Oh, that is special from Rand Takahashi. They all thought he was going to hit. He became a jump setter and fed it perfectly. Teed up Shoma Tomita for yet another point. Big thumbs up from Shoma. Set point. Japan to go 2-1 in front. Unbelievable skill on display there from Rand Takahashi, showing the crowd what they've been missing in this match. And there it is, 25-19. Japan lead the way by 2-1. Food for thought for the Americans as they head to their benches for discussions and possible changes. Ishikawa and Rand coming on late in the third set. It was a good third set. There's a fourth set to come next. Japan lead the way here in the final game of the Olympic qualifying tournament by 2-1. Set 4 to follow. This fourth set by Masahiro Sekita. And the big superstars are off the court at the moment. No sign of Rand Takahashi or Yuki Ishikawa. And so far, we haven't seen anything of Yuji Nishida. Thomas Yeshki coming on for the USA. Japan lead by 2-1. You're watching VBTV. Great to have you with us wherever you are in the world. Both teams have qualified for Paris 2024. They achieved that yesterday with their respective victories. Nishida and Ishikawa watching from the sidelines, waiting for this fourth set to begin. The new man, Larry Ikebade-Dan, brought in to replace the injured Kentaro Takahashi. Only came into the squad yesterday for this final game. Americans top of the table, unbeaten this week. Japan with that shock defeat at the hands of Egypt. Into the fourth set. Here we go. Great pickup from Ogawa, diving to his left. Backcourt attack for Japan, and their first to strike in the fourth set. Kento Miyara absolutely flying into the game at the start of this fourth set. Japan side out and serving. D'Agostino. Ma. Nicely done by the Americans. Short and sharp, and David Smith unloading down the centre. David Smith, almost totally deaf, wears the hearing aids, one in each ear, does a lot of lip reading with his opponents. The oldest man on the American roster serving here, 38 years old. He's had a brilliant week in Tokyo. Good looking serve. Ryu blocked out. Block goes wide from Garrett Muaga-Tutia. Japan leading the way, side out 2-1. They lead 2-1. They lead 2 points to 1 in the fourth. Good finish there from Tatsunori Otsuka. Mars set. Flying hit from Yeshki, but he can't kill it off. Chance for Japan. Now they can rebuild the Americans here from the back. And this time it's down. Muaga-Tutia has some success. Early in the fourth set, Japan leading by 2-1 as Kyle Ensing slams his serve into the net. Oh, well played. Oh, hang on a minute. Did Mwagatu Tia make contact with the net before the ball was dead? There's a discussion going on. Japan have been given the point and lead 4-2 if things stay this way in this fourth set. But we're heading upstairs for some video analysis here. Video challenge from the USA. Now we wait for the outcome. Matthew Anderson started the game, but has been a spectator for much of sets 2 and 3. Video analysis taking a little bit of time. Was there a net touch here? Was the ball dead when, I think it was. I think it's a net touch fault. He touches the net. The ball isn't down. It's a good decision from first referee Liu Jiang. Japan keep their 2-point cushion. They lead 4-2 and by 2-1. Larry served for the second time. D'Agostino underneath it. Comfortably finished off by Jeff Jendrick, who's on the court and getting some game time. Late in the game, Jendrick introduced and making an impact already. Oh, blocked. Good blocking. That's made a difference now for the USA, and the 2-point cushion has been wiped out. Jeff Jendrick with a spike and then a block. He has really shored up the USA's front line, Jeff Jendrick. Jeffrey Jendrick II. Plays in Italy. Ogawa, then Ryu, and then flying in from the back. Another big hit from Tatsunori Otsuka. He's been busy in this game, Otsuka. And that was timed to perfection. Miyaura had an ace late in that third set. That's fairly straightforward for Tom Yeshki. Jump set from Ma. Yeshki right alongside. Bit of a joust going on there. USA with a bit of space to move. Ensing from the back. Ogawa gets behind it. Ryu stroked away. It'll come back to Japan's side of the court. Lifted up. Ma. They had an extra hit there, the Americans. Ogawa in brilliant form again. One of the longest rallies of the game, and it's still advantage USA, and Smith takes it. Brilliant from Dave Smith. (6-5). Jendrick. Serve a slower ball. They're slow, but they can be tricky to read. Japan having to scramble this ball back now. Ma takes it on. This time he'll feed Smith this side. They're going to leave it way behind the line. Well, is Micah Ma getting just a little predictable with his on-one setter solo moves? He's done it 2 or 3 times. Japan starting to read it. However, the Americans are in front, 7-5.
Not too much. Sometimes transition you cannot take only him because they are moving on. So sometimes we have to share and to play different things. Okay?
Philippe Blan's instructions in English translated for the setter, Ryu Yamamoto. USA ahead in this fourth set. You've just joined us. Great to have you with us on BBTV. Final game of the week here in Tokyo. USA took the first 25-19. Japan the second 25-22. The third 25-19. Leading by 2, 7-5 in the fourth, the USA. Block winner. Micah Ma getting the block. Ping back off Tomita's hand and down. The Americans stretch their advantage. It's out to 3 now. Jendrick. Have to score here, Japan, but they haven't. Another solid block this time from David Smith. TJ DeFalco watching on from the side. He enjoyed that. David Smith's right hand. Kento Miyao was claiming the ball had landed out, but it was right under the referee's perch. Kai Masato has come on. 9-5, USA lead. Ensign lifts it back. Japan must score here, and they do. And Kai Masato gets a point alongside his name, the youngster, just 20 years old. Normally he's been brought on at the end of a set for a bit of serving, but they've decided to give him some proper game time here, and he's rewarded the coach's confidence with a big spike there. It's an ace. John Spiror is looking quizzically. 9-7, Japan closing the gap. Remember, they lead by 2-1. Kai Masato serving again. Ogawa did brilliantly. Here's the set. They'll try again. Ryu over the top. Down it goes. Kept alive by Ma. Ogawa in the right place at the right time yet again. Ensign intercepts. Oh, great point. Brilliant volleyball. Where's it going? Oh, it's over. Ma saw the gap at the back of court and sent it over the top and away for a winner. Intelligent play by Micah Ma. Japan get another one. Closing the gap down to 2. Larry on the front line now. Slow ball on serve. Ma goes far side. Targets Kyle Ensign. That was a juicy set. Using whole width of the court. Kyle Ensign steaming in for the winner. USA restore their 3-point cushion. 11-8 they lead. Just long. Geschke's serve overdone, missed by 10 centimetres. Japan 2 behind, 9-11. Good looking serve. Ma underneath it. Japan with a good opportunity here. They'll go again. Oh, they were all watching. All watching and reversing away from the ball, which landed on the floor to give the USA another decent lead. Off the head of the blocker and down it went. David Smith will serve again. 12-9, the Americans lead. And the one he'd like to forget, I think, there, David Smith. gets a break. D'Agostino takes it on, setting up Garrett Mwagatutia. Unconvincing though. Ma, very good from Jendrick. Jendrick nailing that spike. Little jump set from Ma. Jendrick alongside on the setter's shoulder for the winner. 3-point cushion remains intact. Are we going the distance? Will this be a 5-set thriller? And will we see the big superstars from Japanese volleyball make their entrance for a 5th and final set if we go that far? Japan will hope to wrap it up in 4, of course, but to do so, they first need to get level with the Americans. They need some points behind serve. Larry's serve. Ma. Great defense. Somehow it's gone back to Japan's side of the court. The point is still alive. And Japan score. Closing the gap. That was incredible from Otsuka. And then he was back on his feet to hit the winner. One behind. 12-13. $10,660 in the arena tonight. That, I think, is the best attendance of the week. Mike Amar does it again. On one from the setter. Garrett Mwagatutia serving. The USA lead 14-12. Japan lead by 2-1. That's not coming back. And the gap is a single point again. Big spike from the left-handed Kento Miyaura. Plays for the Suntory Sunbirds. And will serve now. Got an ace earlier in the game. Ooh, he might get another one. He has. It's a second ace from Miyaura. Ace, ace. They love that jingle, especially when it's a Japan ace. Look at the height he gets above the line. Oh, goodness me, that was risky from Ma. Ended up in the gangway between the rows of seats. 14-all. Japan lead by 2-1. The USA have taken a timeout.
Okay, make sure we talk that up on those scenes on that, okay? Hey, Kyle, if you get a ball, you gotta range it. Okay, you're hitting the ball in the same place. You gotta work it with your wrist. Okay,
So the Americans opened up a decent lead early in this 4th set. They've been pegged back now from some determined, tenacious play from Japan. Jendrick made a difference when he first appeared. Positive reception, 65-62. Excellent, 42-43. As the numbers tick away at the top of the scoreboard, but it's the 14-all that counts. Japan leading 2-1. He's got another one. Unbelievable. Miyaura's 3rd ace of the game. And he gets that one right after the USA timeout. That will hurt. Kento Miyaura looking for his 4th ace of the game now. This one comes up short. Americans get level at 15 all. David Smith back on the front line. Kyle Ensing. The serve is in. Ooh, it's a tricky one. It's got a cross here. The USA should get this point behind serve. Backcourt attack. And didn't happen. Garrett Muaga-Tutia hitting the net with his follow through. (16-15). Will it be the dream finish for Japan? Defeating the Americans in the final game, another ace. They are 2 points in front, and it's the youngster, Kai Masato, who makes a serious impact with his first ace. His first ace of the week. Hasn't had much game time, and the Japanese support crew thoroughly engaged here. Masato will go again, 17-15. 6 aces in this match from the host nation. That's out of the court. David Smith, with a rush of blood to the head, has missed the target. And Japan are 3 in front now, 18-15. John Spurrier is getting worked up.
Hey, listen. Make them pay with number 30 right here, okay? It's the most important thing we can do. If you got a float serve 30, okay? Let's put the ball on 30, get a couple points back. We can do that right here, okay? Yeah.
Now the instruction is clear. Low serve to Masato. The youngster, they want to target the inexperienced Kai Masato, who's just served that ace. Work to do here for the Americans. They've got to get the side out first and have the right to serve. Kai Masato making a serious contribution. David Smith has just missed a straightforward spike, and Masato will serve for the 3rd time. Started with an ace. USA have possession. Yeshki puts it away. (104 kilometers per hour). First set to the USA, 25-19. Then a 25-22 second set for Japan. They took the third 25-19 again. D'Agostino diving at the back of court. Ma over the top. Well placed by Yeshki. Clever finish. The Americans starting to build some momentum again. Yeshki rolling that one down for a winner. Timeout for Japan. Their lead reduced to a single point. And Philippe Blanc wants a word.
If we don't receive, he should be good in 5, huh? Okay. Allez.
So here we go, back onto court. Japan lead by 2-1 and by 18 points to 17. USA have just won the last 2 points before Japan took the timeout. The instruction was to serve low to this man. Let's see if that happens here. Miles serve. Masato does well. Here's the set. Oh, thumping winner. Kento Miyaura. What a game he's had. Chanting his name now, Miyaura, Miyaura. 19-17. Slower serve. D'Agostino, Ma over the top, watched and read. Here's the set. Chance for Ensing for the USA. Can't kill the point. Ryu. Miyaura gets another. Miyaura, his left hand has been teasing the Americans this evening in Tokyo. 3-point cushion restored, 2017 they lead. Another slow serve in. Ma, Ensing. Ensing didn't get any heat on the ball. Miyaura! Rescue. Good defense from the Americans. Another long rally evolving here. And in the end, a mistake from Otsuka. USA side out. Smith wants some more maintenance done on the court. A couple of damp patches under the net. (2018) they lead. USA will serve the next point. Yeshki. Out of position here, Ryu. Over the top. Ma off his knees. D'Agostino becomes the setter. And it's away from Kyle Ensing. The Americans plug the gap again. Just 1 point separating them deep in this fourth set. If we go to a fifth, that will be a tie-break set, first to 15. With a change of ends halfway through. Yeshki again. Ryu. That will be chased to the back. Watched by Yeshki. He's put too much on the return, though. They've got away with it. Yeshki. His heart must have been in his mouth when he saw the ball sail over to Japanese hands. But they did not take their opportunity. And it's all square, 20-20 in the fourth. From Spiror. His heart must be racing. Yeshki again, his third serve. It's an ace for Yeshki. Thomas Yeshki puts the USA in front. His first ace of the game. At 109 kilometers per hour. They lead 21-20. Yeshki lining up another one. From 17-20 to 21-20. Another good-looking serve from Yeshki. Ryu. Too much on that. And it's unraveling here for Japan. The otherwise ultra-reliable Kento Miyaura misses big time there. Ran is coming on. Ran Takahashi. They need some of his magic here. Number 12. Suka off. Ran on. Ran. Still a one hit available for Japan, and that counts. What a play. Miyaura making up for the earlier mistake with a massive spike at 104 kilometers per hour to bring Japan within one. 21-22. Good looking serve. Ma. Comfortable in the end for David Smith. Smith cuts the shot away. And lines up to serve now, 23-21. Smith serve. Ryu. Spinning away, out of reach for the Americans. Japan one behind. Plan's in a hurry for something. Rand's ready to serve. Rand Takahashi. Can he bring them level? Rand serve. Comes up short. It's set point USA. 24-22. And Kyle Ensing is heading back with ball in hand for this next serve, which might be the last of this fourth set. USA staring at a 2-2 scoreline here. Good serve from Ensing. Recycled ball, they don't need to, they've been given the point. Set point saved. And there's a video challenge here, I think, from the Americans. They were penalised for a net touch. It's being checked. Long wait for these video analysis replays to come through. Now, was there a net touch against Micah Maas here or against Jendrik? The ball hit the net, and I think, I thought the finger just hit the net. But no net touch is the official decision. Point will be replayed. 24-22, Ensing. Ryu. And away it goes. So it's the same outcome. Tomita with the big hit to save that set point. And Yuki Ishikawa is on to serve. 27-year-old, plays in Milan. Ishikawa is the chant now. Can Ishikawa produce something tasty here to bring them level? Chance for the Americans to wrap up the set, and we're going the distance. It's 2 sets all, 25-23 in favour of the USA in the fourth set. It was always going to be 5 sets, wasn't it, this one? Clash of the top 2 teams in the table. It's 2 sets all. Japan will be licking their wounds because they were 4 points clear at one stage in that fourth set. But the Americans have it, and we're into a decider. Well, a week ago yesterday, 4 games every day. Japan have been involved in the evening sellout game every day. 7:25. They've taken top billing. The Americans have played, apart from today, every game at 4 p.m. This is their first match in front of capacity crowds at the Yoyogi National Stadium. Nearly 11,000 in tonight. One more set to come. First of 15. Haven't seen Max Holt in the game yet. Japan will serve from right to left. Here we go. Final set underway. 2 sets all. First point of the final set goes to Tom Yeski. Made this look easy, didn't they, the Americans? Yeski with a thumping spike down the middle. Smith serves and comes up short. Larry with the serve. Mike Amar. And Jeff Jendrick with the power and pace. Unstoppable through the centre. Backcourt attack blocked out. And applause for that from Micah Christensen. Japan in a sticky situation here. Jendrick. I don't think he had to block. I think there just was not sufficient height on the ball. Maybe he got a touch on it, but it was straight into the net. USA leads 3-1. Final set. Another loose serve from the Americans, but one from Smith and then one from Ensing. Miyaura. 3 aces in the game so far from the left-hander. Can he find another one here? Garrett Mwagatutia hits 1 and 3. Japan on the attack. And they score. Miyaura. His name echoing around the arena. That spike between the blocker's hands. And the early danger has been undone. Over the top. Not clever enough from Jendrick that time. Japan with another chance. Ogawa. Miyaura. Nails it again. Miyaura making the difference for Japan. Kento Miyaura interrupted as the USA call a timeout, a third of the way through the final set.
Hey, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to adapt right there, okay? We're going to do the same thing. Sorry. All right. Hey, do it with certain block. Get right back into it, okay? Hey, those are nice passes. We'll find a way. Okay? Yep.
Just one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. USA. One at a time, boys. Come on.
Wow, what a start to this final set. The Americans taking that early 2-point advantage, and then Miyaura arriving with flair and precision and pace and power and giving Japan a 1-point lead. On we go. Nobody's leaving their seats. Both teams have qualified, of course, for the Olympics. Both teams hungry for victory here tonight. Miyaura's left-handed serve. Making life tough for Ma. Ogawa does brilliantly. Ryu. Miyaura. Ogawa again. Ryu. This time it drops. The block works for Ensing. Or was it? No, I beg his pardon. It wasn't Ensing. It was Garrett Mwagatutia who took the block for the Americans to bring them all square 4-all. Two sets all, 4 points all, final set. Miyaura. They thought the point was over, but the Americans have somehow kept it alive. They'll go again, and this time it's wrapped up by Shoma Tomita. Beautiful set across the width of the court from Ryu. Shoma Tomita unloading. Frustration for Mike Amar. Shoma Tomita with the serving role now. Here we go. Tomita's serve. Forgettable in the end. And the Americans are all square at 5-all. We'll see a slower ball serve coming in now from Jeff Jendrick. Doesn't serve with pace and power, but Rarely misses. Ogawa, Ryu. Ma. Yeshiki. Americans will try again. Yeshiki sends it over. They ran out of hits. Backcourt attack. Blocked again. And David Smith gets his monster block. Tomita sent it right into Smith's left wrist. USA ahead by 1, 6-5. Jendrick serving for the second time. Oh. This is tough for Japan. And Miyawa is blocked. And the Americans stretch their lead. 7-5, final set. Miyawa coming in with all the pace he could muster. And on comes Yuki Ishikawa. And on comes Masahiro Sakita, as Japan try to rescue this tricky situation. Sakita and Ishikawa on. I haven't seen Ran on yet. He may join them. Ma. Oh, what a hit from Ensing. Ogawa's been so rock solid in defence, but he could do nothing about that. USA take the advantage, 8-5. And we have a side switch midway through the final set. Americans have won every game since they started their campaign a week ago yesterday. They are 3 points clear, 7 from victory over the host nation, Japan. Some of the big names have come back on. Try and help Japan to recover the initiative here. They've had a couple of unconvincing attacks. Jendrick is serving again, this time from the new end. It's a miss. It's a big miss from Akihiro Yamauchi. 9-5 they lead. Is that just too much to make up here? We've seen fight backs aplenty from Japan during the build-up to today's final game. Now they need to lift their heads.
Find solution on your left side for Spike Lee. A little bit higher, block out.
Well, they've done the hard yards and qualified for the games. That 3-0 victory over Slovenia yesterday secured their Olympic spot. The Americans qualified 2 yesterday with victory earlier in the day over Serbia. Again 3-0. They want this final win. They want to finish with their heads held high. Right now the Americans are powering through this final set. Jendrick is omnipresent on serve, but his turn with the serving ends there. Japan 3 points behind. Japan side out. Katsunori Otsuka with the big spike. Yamauchi's serve. Slow ball. Oh, taken on. Ma's done that so many times. Great to watch. Micah Ma, left-handed winner. On 2. Well played. His turn to serve now. 10-6. Force their way through. Sakita teeing up Ishikawa, who makes it count. And his name is ringing out around the arena now. Ishikawa needs some accurate serving here. And they've called it out, and out is exactly where it went. That is not what the doctor ordered at all for Ishikawa. Ryu back on. Ryu Yamamoto back with the serving duties, his opposite number in discussion with his front line here. Loose one from the Americans, but it may not matter. They maintain a 3-point lead. Kai Masato comes on. Add a bit of height to the front line. Here's the set. Ogawa's done well. The block lands wide, and that will be another one for Kento Miyara. His left hand doing the damage here as the ball pinged around between the blocker's arms. 2 behind, 9-11. Is there another Japanese comeback on the cards here? Well, that was too strong from Smith. The Americans get within 3 of victory to remain unbeaten. This is the only time they've been 5 sets in their Olympic qualifying tournament. Oh no, miles away. No, Miyara has been given the point, I think. Was there a block touch on that? Yes, there was. Just the middle finger of Garrett Muaga-Tutia. Well played. Garrett put his hand up and said, yeah, that touched my hand. 10-12. Larry serve. Larry! Brilliant from D'Agostino. Used to play soccer as a kid. Well, that was going out. They played it from the back. Can they win the point? Yes, they can. 11-12. Japan back in business in the final set. Look at this from D'Agostino. Perfect overhead kick. Kai Masato on the end of it. Well, D'Agostino must be frustrated having saved the point. Ended up going to Japan. USA with a chance here, and away they go. 2 points clear once again, 13-11. The Americans need 2 more. USA will serve. Ensing serve. Ryu, they've gone far side, only as far as Yeshiki. Muaga-Tutia in an impossible position there. One point between them. Can Japan do this? They will serve. Realistically, an ace is what's required from Kento Miyara. The Americans have it. Which way is he going to point? The referee. Japan's point. 13 all. No, it's match point. though. They thought it was Japan's point. And then there was a change of decision, and it is match point USA. The cheer ran out around the arena. They thought they'd done enough, but it is match point USA on serve. And it'll be Garrett Muaga-Tutia. That's going to be dangerously close to the net. They've rescued it. Underneath it. Chance for the Americans to wrap this up. And there it is. Yeshiki gets the final point. It's a 15-12 final set scoreline for the Americans. Their first 5-setter of the Olympic qualifying tournament. They are unbeaten in Tokyo. What a week the American team have had. A week and a bit. Beginning with the 3-0 win over Egypt backing it up 3-0 over Finland. They returned, dropping a set against Turkey on Tuesday 3-1. On Wednesday, they ran out 3-0 winners over Tunisia again. Once again dropped a single set against Slovenia on Friday. Yesterday 3-0 over Serbia. Today they've been pushed to 5 sets by the host nation Japan. TJ